Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji,
Hare
Dandat
Krishna,
Pranam.
everyone. Dandat Pranam. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Srila Prabhupada.
My voice is clear, right?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Okay. So let's start. One sec. Let me set up my computer. Slideshow. Let me reshare quickly. Hold on. Okay, set up. Okay. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining. We'll start with prayers. And I was thinking this is the period of Jhulan Yatra and Shravan Mass and all that. So how we can serve Radha Krishna. So we can talk about that today. Let's start with prayers. Everyone can join. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shri Mati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. My voice is still clear, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you, Uncle. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, today we'll discuss about the Haryali Teej, very nice festival that is celebrated in Vrindavan and all over India and all over world in the temples. And also Jhulan Yatra that starts on the day of Haryali Teej. So, as we all know, this is on the Vedic calendar point of view, this is Shravan Mass, or it is also called as Savan Mass. So usually it happens in July, August, depending on the calendar. So usually it is famous for Matajis, they pray for good husband who are unmarried, and very special worship to Lord Shiva is performed by devotees of Shiva. And the third day in this month, which is Tritiya, and that happened 2 days back, it is the festival of Haryali Teej. That is, and on this day, the third day of this month, the setting up of swings for Radha Krishna starts, especially in Vrindavan and Braj area. And also from Pushti Marg, Sripad Vallabhacharya, the Acharya of Pushti Marg, he also composed Sri Yamnashtakam on this day, on the day of Haryali Teej. It's a very auspicious day. And this Sri Yamnashtakam is a very spiritually potent composition, and many devotees, they sing it every day, especially in Pushti Marg. So very auspicious month. And also in Indian tradition, if we can remember back home, on this day, when the daughter gets married, on this day, usually they come back to their maternal family, to their parents. And the culture is that brother goes to sister's house, the married sister's house, and he goes with gifts, sweets, and then he will bring her back to her parents' home. and then the swinging, the parents and brothers and the relatives, they will set up the swing, and usually with their friends, um, the girl will have fun on the swing. So that festival, that ritual that starts on this day of Haryali Tej. And then usually the tradition is that the daughter will stay back in her parents' house until the day of Purnima, which will be Raksha Bandhan, also the day of Shri Balram Purnima. So that is usually the culture back home. Now we will tie up with how can we uh, celebrate it in the Krishna conscious way, and there is a spiritual or Krishna conscious significance also to this festival. So, as you can see in the picture, in this month of Shravan, there's a lot of enthusiasm. It brings a lot of positivity in the environment. Why? Because after too much heat in May, June, right? Especially back in India, in North India, it's extreme summer. And then the rain showers, they bring cooling effect to the earth, to the environment. And everywhere around, we can see green, grass, healthy grass, very colorful flowers. So if we look at this picture, this gives us the feeling of positivity, right? And that's how the environment in Vrindavan looks like. The lakes in the Vrindavan, they are surrounded by green grasses, various kinds of lotus flowers, and nice wind is blowing, nice fragrance in the wind, and it carries a aromatic pollen of the lotus flower. So very, very, very beautiful, beautiful scene that we can see, especially in Vrindavan, because it's a forest area, or it is no more forest area in Vrindavan, but if we can see outside, or the Vrindavan area or in the Vraj area, the other forests, it's a very, very, very nice environment. And when the air flows, touching the water of Yamuna, it brings very, very cooling effect to whoever it touches, all the living entities. So the season itself bring a beautiful beautiful feeling in the environment. Now, if we talk about the spiritual abode, the Radha Krishna's abode, Golok Vrindavan, so basically there are 6 seasons which are defined in the scriptures. Usually we know about 4, but there are 6 seasons, summer, cold, winter, and a combination of them. But in Golok Vrindavan, in the spiritual abode, all the 6 seasons are simultaneously present. It's very hard for us to comprehend, but these seasons, they are also personalities in the spiritual world, in Golok Vrindavan. And they, as per the desire of Radha Krishna, as per the desire of the devotees who are serving Radha Krishna, and whatever season Radha Krishna want to experience or enjoy with the devotees, that season will manifest itself. So it's not like here in this material world where we have extreme summer, 100-degree or 105 degrees on some days, and then we are not even able to go outside, or too much rain, or too much snow, right? Too much winter, too much cold. It's whatever season it is perfect, very pleasing to Radha Krishna. So it's very interesting. It's very, very nicely mentioned in some scriptures composed by our Goswamis. So the point is that Radha Krishna can manifest any season they wish to enjoy with their devotees. So this is the picture we can see, we can think in Golok Vrindavan. Perfect picture of the season. Now, usually it is said that why did Radha Krishna didn't marry? It's not mentioned, especially in Srimad Bhagavatam. It is not mentioned, but it is actually not 100% true. When Krishna and Radha appears in this material world to perform their pastimes, some of the pastimes, some of the leelas they do are prakat leelas, which can be seen by people around at that time. And some of the leelas are hidden leelas, unmanifested, but they are happening in different dimension. So again, with our material consciousness, it's not easy for us to understand. But there are scriptures like Garga Samhita, Adi Varaha Puran, Brahma Vaivarta Puran, Gopal Champu, which is written by Srila Jiva Goswami. Actually, the pastime of Radha Krishna's marriage is also mentioned at 5 places. One of the very famous place where it is mentioned is Bhandirvan. There is a place called as Bhandirvan in Braj area in Vrindavan, near Vrindavan. And there, Brahma himself, he became the priest. We can see in this picture on the left, Brahmaji. And he became the priest and he performed the ceremony, marriage ceremony for Radha and Krishna. There is a whole pastime of that, but it is called as Gupta Leela, hidden Leela, not exposed to the outside world, but very nicely described in the scriptures. How one day Nanda Baba was carrying the little child Krishna, and on the way he encountered a big thunderstorm came, very big thunderstorm. So Nanda Baba was a little scared because little Krishna was with him, and Nanda Baba was returning from the forest after herding the cows. And when he saw this thunderstorm or too much rain and too much windy, he became scared for his son, little Krishna. And suddenly he sees a divine figure, which was none other than Srimati Radharani. She appears. And out of fear, Nanda Baba thought he's a divine lady, somebody from the Devalok. He gave little child Krishna to her and said, "Please protect him, because I don't think I will be able to protect him from this thunderstorm." This is having out of will of Krishna. And then that Radharani takes the little child in her hand and takes her to Bhandirvan, this place called as Bhandirvan in Vrindavan. Very beautiful place. It's still, they have maintained the forest. They are not much construction. Very nice place there. And there, suddenly Krishna becomes a 16-year-old boy. Just like he is in the Golok Vrindavan, 16-year-old. Kishore Avastha. And then Brahmaji himself appears with Devtas, demigods there. And Radha Krishna gets married. And again, Krishna becomes a small little child. And Srimati Radharani goes to Nanda Baba's place in Nandgaon and hands over Krishna back to them. So there are multiple stories, and all those stories are right because they're happening in different yugas at the same time in different dimensions. So that's how, and it is very well described in Brahma Vaivarta Puran and some of the other Puranas also. At the same time, for performing the Leela, as the world knows, Radha Krishna, a lot of people say they didn't marry. Why, right? There is a question. So the philosophical or the tatvik or from the point of view of scriptures, it's mentioned that actually Radha Krishna are not different. They are same. Radharani appears from Krishna himself. They are just, they are same, one Atma. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is mentioned, Radha Purna Shakti, Krishna Purna Shakti Man. Dui Bastu Bheda Nahi, Shastra Praman. So there is a praman, there is a proof in the scriptures that Krishna is Purn Shaktiman, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shaktiman, right? Just like sun. There is no difference between sun and sun rays. Thus, the energy of sun. So Krishna is Purn Shaktiman and Radha is none other than his Shakti, his energy. So there is no difference. So when they are same, how can one person marry himself, right? It's not possible. But to perform sweet pastimes, to enjoy the pastime, they appear as two. Especially to enjoy this rasa, this bhav of vipralamba, of separation from each other. So it's a little high topic. We will not go deeper into that. But in short, they appear as two to enjoy pastime. One person sitting in a room or just one, let's assume there is only one person in the whole planet. There is no enjoyment. He can have all the wealth. He can have everything he can think of. But if there is no second person or more person around him, enjoyment comes with exchange of love, right? So Krishna expands himself into Radharani. But in Prakat Leela, what happens is Radharani gets married to a person, a gop, a cowherd boy with the name Abhimanyu in Javat. There is another village in Braj with the name Javat. Abhimanyu is not the Abhimanyu that we know of from Mahabharata. That's a separate Abhimanyu, son of Arjun. This is Abhimanyu in Braj, Vrindavan, and his another name is also Ananya Ghosh. And he was a very simple, very innocent cowherd boy. And acharyas have explained that he was not a different person. He was just a image, the chaya of Krishna only. So to perform this lila, this pastime, Krishna appeared as Abhimanyu also. So Abhimanyus had a mother and sister, and their name was Jatila Kutila. They were very typical mother-in-law and sister-in-law. Little hard on Radharani. They used to find faults with her. And like a good lady, Radharani always used to tolerate. So they are very sweet pastimes when Radharani was, how she used to live in Javat in her grahastha life. So regardless, so Radharani gets married to this person, this gop, Abhimanyu, Ananya Ghosh. And we also know Krishna gets married to Rukmani and 16,000 other ladies in Dwarka, right? 16,108. So here, what happens? Time passes. Radharani in Javat, she is tolerating Jatila Kotila, and there are a lot of sweet pastimes happening. Then as time passes, after the first year of marriage, the Shravan Maas comes. This month of July and August, it comes, right? So what happens then? In this month, the tradition is that, and when Radharani gets married to Abhimanyu in Javat, all her sakhis, all her friends also get married to different gopas in the same village. Now, as per the tradition of this month, Shravan Maas, all the girls, all the gopis, these gopis are waiting for their brothers to come from Barsana. The original abode of Radharani is Barsana, and she gets married to the person in Javat. So all these girls, Radharani and her friends, they're waiting for their brothers to come, because tradition is brothers come and they will take them back to their home for some time. Now she says, one by one, brothers of all her other friends come. They're coming, and they are on a nice chariot with a lot of gifts. And then they're going to their individual houses, right? And all the gopis are going back to Barsana one by one. But her brother, Sridhama, name of her brother is Sridhama. he has not yet come. One by one, all the gopis are going back to Barsana, but her brother is not here yet. So she becomes very anxious. Thinking, and because that was not the time when they had email, phone calls, or anything else, right? Nothing. So it was not like somebody she can call and check out, what's going on, why you're not here. So she became very anxious, thinking, have my parents forgotten me? Has my brother forgotten me? Do they still love me? So when we don't hear from somebody we love for a long time, then we become anxious. We have start thinking little negatively. So she starts getting anxious. But what's going on in the Barsana? Actually, Shri Rama and Nand Baba, Brishvanu Maharaj and Kirtida Mata, parents of Radharani, they are making elaborate arrangements. Because Brishvanu Maharaj, father of Radharani, was a king in Barsana. He was the king of Barsana. And they are rushing, Shri Rama is rushing that he is getting late actually, because they are trying to make elaborate arrangements. So in that effort to make big arrangements, Shri Rama is getting late. Now Shri Rama is getting late, and here Radharani is getting anxious. But late, but he comes with on a nice big chariot, all decorated with nice jewels, flowers, very nice chariot. Shri Rama comes, and he comes with a lot of gifts, lot of sweets, lot of jewels, and 10,000 cows. Vishwanu Maharaj, so Nanda Maharaj, Krishna's father, he had how many cows? I think 1 lakh cows, 100,000 cows. Sorry, 9 lakh cows, 900,000 cows. And Brishvanu Maharaj has even more than that. So Brishvanu Maharaj sends 10,000 cows as gift to whom? To the in-laws of Radharani. They knew they are a little hard. They are tough. Gatila Kutla are tough. So to make sure they don't create problems sending back Radharani to Barsana, Shri Rama comes with a lot of gifts for them. And as soon as Jatila Kutla sees that Radharani's brother has come with so many nice gifts, so many cows, they become very, very happy. They welcome him very, very nicely. Isn't that what happens in this material world also? Person who is opulent, who has money, he gets welcomed very nicely everywhere. So they welcome him very nicely, feed him very nicely. And now Radharani has got news that her brother he has arrived. So she becomes very, very joyful. Now she is very, very joyful. And now she is ready to go back to Barsana. And because Shri Rama brought so many gifts, so many nice gifts, Jatila Kutla agrees to send Radharani back, and just not for a few days, but for longer time. Now Radharani and Shri Rama goes back to Barsana on the chariot. And when she reaches Barsana to her father's palace, she gets a very, very warm welcome from Brishvanu Maharaj, Mother Kirtida, all the relatives, and even Radharani's friends were waiting for her because they already arrived, right, from Javat. So why they were waiting? Because now Shravan Mas, all the girls are back to their maternal home, and the swing festival will start now. So they are waiting eagerly for their dear Radharani so that they can enjoy the swing festival. So on this day of Haryali Teej, which was 2 days before, this swing festival starts. And also in Vrindavan. So it starts in Barsana, but slowly that it starts all over the Braj. And in Vrindavan, it starts at Bhakya Bihari temple. Very nicely, very nice celebration happens. All the temples celebrated, but very especially in Bhakya Bihari temple. Now, what happens is first time the swing is set up. So first father, mother, and brother, they will push the swing traditionally. And everywhere we can see there is a greenery, right? We talked about that. A lot of nice green grass, nice plants, nice leaves, greenery, and even it's not that just the environment is green. Even the tradition on this day is everybody wears green dress. All the sakhis, even the parents, Radharani, they are all in green dress, and even like the pagadi or any items that are being used, they are in green. That's why it is called as Haryali. Haryali means green. All the ornaments, all the shringar, everything is green. So that's why if somebody goes to Braj, especially on this Haryali Tej, it is all green all over the place. So we can see Radharani is very happy with her Sakhis, but not completely happy. Something is missing. Anyone would like to say what is missing? Anyone? I'm still audible, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So very special person is missing. Who is that person? Krishna is missing. Even Krishna was waiting for this month because he performs his famous, very, very dear or very, very favorite pastimes of swing, Jhulan Yatra, in this season. So Radharani is missing him, and he also arrives to Barsana. And they have performed swing pastimes. Now, sometimes Radha is swinging Krishna, sometimes Krishna is swinging Radha, sometimes all the Sakhis, they are swinging both of them. And what the way it happens is slowly, it starts slowly. The swings are moving slowly. And then back and forth, little faster, sometimes sideways. And then Krishna will start pushing the swing very, very fast. So fast, and these are big swings, not that we might have built in, our home. Large swings, the high trees, very, very big swings. And then suddenly Krishna will start putting the swing very fast. So fast, it would look like it is touching the sky. And then Krishna gets more, he becomes more brave. And he starts pushing so hard that the swing will take 360-degree round. Can we imagine that? And of course, Radharani gets very, very afraid. And this fearful state, he hangs or holds Krishna very tightly. And then seeing that, all the gopis, they will clap. And these are not the pastimes that are happening at the material level, right? Very innocent pastimes. And all the gopis will clap, they will chant their names, Radha Krishna's names. So to understand these pastimes deeply, because there is no contamination in these pastimes. They are spiritual, transcendental pastimes. So to go into the details of these pastimes, first we should clean our heart. How do we clean our heart? Cheto Darpan Marjanam. How this Cheto Darpan Marjanam happens? The mirror of heart cleans by chanting very nicely every day. Chanting what? The names of Radha Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So as our heart gets clean more and more, then we can understand and relish these pastimes more. Without thinking them, at the material level, because our conditioned mind, it starts, tying them up with our material experience. Hmm? So it's very important that when we discuss or go deeper into these pastimes of Radha Krishna, we first make sure our sadhana, our chanting, that is the foremost sadhana, it is very, very good. Now, one thing very special happens in this swing pastime. There are only 3 occasions or 2 main occasions when one can see the footprints of Radha and Krishna. One is the swing lila. Whenever this swing lila is happening, devotees can see, or sakhis or whoever is on the scene, they can see the charan chin, the signs on the feet, lotus feet of Radha Krishna. Second time they can see when Krishna is sleeping, then his footprints can be seen. Acharyas have explained that. And occasionally, when Krishna is walking in the forests of Vrindavan, then sometimes, not always, when Krishna is walking in the kunjas and nikunjas of Vrindavan, those footprints can be seen. Like when gopis saw the footprints of Krishna, it comes in the Gopi Gita also, when they were searching for Krishna. Right. So this is another significance of swing festival, when the signs in the lotus feet of Krishna and Radha can be seen. Now we can see nice picture. We can try to visualize how the swing lila pastime is happening. So these swings, sometimes they are made of flowers, sometimes they are made of gold, sometimes made of other jewels, nice jewels. So in Vrindavan, it's a very, very, Golok Vrindavan, it's a very, very opulent, full opulence is there. Although Radha Krishna lives like Gopas and Gopis there, and all the devotees, they're in the mood of the forest, right, the village, but all the opulence is there. There is no shortage of any opulence. Just like it comes in the Shat Goswami Ashtakam also. Kujat kokil hans saras gana kirne mayura kale. Nana ratna nibadh mool vitapa Shri Yukta Vrindavane. Radha Krishnam ahar nisham prabhajato Jivartho doyo muda. Vande Rup Sanatano Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako Nana Ratna Nibadha Moola Vitapa. I worship these Goswamis who are always engaged in worshipping Radha Krishna in the transcendental land of Vrindavan, where now the description of this Vrindavan comes, where there are beautiful trees full of fruits and flowers, and which have under their roots all valuable jewels. So, and all opulence we can think of, and much more is there in Vrindavan. But the mood is not Aishwarya. Mood is more of Madhurya Bhav. So when we worship these Acharyas, these Goswamis, then we can have access to these understandings of these Leelas. So these swings are made of gold, jewels, sometimes flowers, different varieties. It might sound like a similar pastime, but with a lot of varieties it is happening there. Sometimes there is only one swing for Radha Krishna. Sometimes there will be 2 swings, one for Radha, one for Krishna. And when they will swing opposite to each other, when they come close to each other, sometimes their garlands, which have a lot of jewels also, they get entangled and breaks. And the flowers in the garland, the jewels, ornaments, they start falling on the ground. Then all the sakhis will run and they will collect all those flowers and jewels, ornaments, hmm, with a lot of excitement. Why? Because it becomes the prasadi. Hmm. Just like sometimes when we go to temple, some pujari out of their mercy, especially in Vrindavan, they might give you something which was worn by Radharani or Krishna. That's their prasadi, some dress that they might have worn, some chundri, right? Or some ornament. So we should be eager to, understand the importance of those uh, leftovers. That is prasad of Krishna or Radha. All the gopis will be very, very happy to collect them from the ground. So Krishna and gopis, they have so much fun in this pastime. And gopis will will sing nice kirtan, nice songs. And it really becomes a festival for the eyes. Just try to visualize the Shyam color of Krishna and Tapt Kanchan Gaurangi, the shiny yellow molten gold like color of Radharani. They are so much bright, and with the ornaments on their bodies, they are emitting so much light, so much brightness. The whole environment has become like a thunderbolt, lightning, right? And then sound and music is happening by gopis. And it's not that only both of them are swinging. Sometimes Radharani will send her Sakhis to swing with Krishna. So no one there feel proud, or no one is envious of other. That is the real dharma. Everybody is engaged in serving each other. There, Radharani is serving by sending her Sakhis to swing with Krishna. Sometimes Krishna is swinging them. Sometimes Radharani is swinging all of them, or sometimes Sakhis are swinging Radha Krishna. So there is no envy, no pride. Everybody is in the mood of serving. That is our real dharma. What is our real dharma? Serving Radha Krishna. Serving Radha Krishna. Because what does our scripture say? Dharmen hina pashubhi samana. If this human life is without dharma, then it is non-different from animals. Because ahar nidra, bhay maithun, it is also done by animals. So for common people, what is dharma? It's not like common people don't know about dharma. A lot of people are good people, so-called good people. They know about dharma. What do they their philosophy is? What is their philosophy is? Do good work, earn honestly, maintain family, enjoy but in limits, not too much, and then moksha. But they don't understand the meaning of moksha. Moksha, they have different ideas of moksha. If you ask them, they won't be able to explain what is moksha, what is my goal of moksha. But devotees of Krishna, they know higher purpose. Why? How come they know higher purpose? How come they know the dharma, the higher dharma? Because so many scriptures that are given to us by our acharyas, especially Goswamis, and Srila Prabhupada has presented to us in the same line, like Srimad Bhagavatam, Nectar of Instruction, Updeshamrit, Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, Nectar of Devotion, Chaitanya Charitamrit, and so many other. There are a lot of rasic scriptures they have given to us, and they have explained what this higher purpose is. Moksha is a very, very basic understanding, but the real understanding, the real dharma is to continue to serve Radha Krishna. Even when we go to Golok Vrindavan, whenever, it's not like everything is stopped. We are done. There is no activity. There is more activity, more service there. Nana Shastra Vicharanek Nipuno सद्धर्म संस्थापको लोकानां हितकारिणो त्रिभुवने मन्यो शरण्याकरो राधा कृष्ण पदारविन्द भजन आनन्देन मत्तालिको वन्दे रूप सनातनो रघुयुगो श्रीजीव गोपाल को Nana Shastra. After, on the instructions of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nana Shastra, they have composed so many Vedic literatures, so many scriptures, and they have given to us our higher purpose, dharma, the higher dharma. Who? These Goswamis. So without taking the shelter of these acharyas, we cannot understand this higher purpose. So that's why it's very important for us to take shelter of, for us who are followers of Srila Prabhupada, to take teachings of Srila Prabhupada. Running around here and there, we will be all confused. Different philosophies. So whatever philosophy it is, we stick to one. We don't mix and match. Otherwise, we will end up nowhere. So that's very important, to fix ourselves in one line. And when we understand these topics under the shelter of our acharyas, and Srila Prabhupada has presented them in such a nice way, with so many books he has written, and we all are reading them as and when possible. It becomes very easy to understand the mood of what should be the mood of a devotee, of a Krishna Bhakta. So this is our higher dharma, to serve Radha Krishna. Very, very important to understand. So see, what is the spiritual significance? What can we take away from these nice pastimes? Okay, we set up sewing, we push Radha Krishna on the sewing, we decorate that nicely. It's all good. So just like Jhula, swing is like going back and forth here and there in all directions. Our mind is also it is swinging in different directions. Due to our conditioning, our ego, our desires, it's going into different directions. So if we want to fix our mind into bhakti, devotion, real devotion, then there are two solutions. Either we take away our mind completely from this material world, which is very, very difficult, right? Not possible. And second solution is, wherever our mind goes, let it go, but at least we keep a check and we keep Krishna and Guru in the center. Meaning what? Wherever it is going, we try to follow the instructions of Guru and Krishna. We put a check on ourselves and think, how can I convert this situation, transform this situation so that it will be pleasing to Shri Guru, to Prabhupada and Krishna. So we slowly we are transforming our activities into Krishna conscious activities. Right away, renunciation will not happen, right? So our Acharya says that in this throne, this Singhasan of our mind, we should put Radha Krishna on this Singhasan of our mind, and then we should let mind swing. But idea should be, our focus should be that we can give the pleasure to them. It is not for this festival is not for entertainment, but it is expression and exchange of love. And we should try to transport ourselves to Vrindavan. Think about the nice greenery, nice grasses, nice forest, nice trees, fruits, plants, trees, so many flowers, colorful flowers. And we should meditate and think about this pastime. There is one saying in Vraj, which means I will share the meaning that अंत समय में जहाँ जाना है अंत समय में जहाँ जाना है वहां जीते ही क्यों ना चले जाएं. Meaning, if wherever our destination is, whatever our destination is after our death, after leaving this body, we know our destination. As Vaishnav, as Krishna Bhakt, we know our destination, where we want to go. What should be our destination? So why to wait till death? अगर वृंदावन जाना ही है, if we want to go to Vrindavan, why shouldn't we go now when we are alive? So if we can't go physically, we can always transport our mind. When we are chanting, let's think about it. We are in the Vrindavan, sitting in the Krishna Balram ISKCON temple there. Nice vigraha of Shri Shri Gaur Nitai, Shri Shri Krishna Balram, Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar with Lalita Sakhi, Vishakha Sakhi, Srila Prabhupada on the side, devotees there. We are chanting there. Such a nice feeling in the morning when we chant like that. So that should be our meditation. Otherwise, mind has too many things to run here and there. Even on the name of bhakti, mind will take us here and there, running around, and at the end, the result is not there. So to get the right result, you have to follow the right philosophy. And so here is a question. I would really appreciate if everyone can participate in this. This is a question: how can the desires of the living entity be satisfied? After all, everything we are doing is to satisfy for our desire, right? We have desires. And as devotee, we are just trying to transform our desires into Krishna conscious desires. So how can the desires of the living entity be really satisfied? We want money, we want car, houses. Even if we get it, do they really satisfy us? Not really, because then we have another objective. If satisfaction was there, then we will not look for more. So how can the desires of the living entity be really satisfied? Is it A, when the living entity lives a very charitable life? Somebody doing a lot of charity, hospitals, building big hospitals, or doing a lot of, this kind of charities, or running some charitable trusts. B, when the living entity renounces everything. Okay, then the living entity say, okay, I will renounce everything. I will not be attached to anything. Third is when the living entity tries to satisfy the senses of Govinda. That is third option, or third possible answer, or none of these. Anyone would like to answer?
I think it is C, Prabhuji.
Why, Prabhu? Well, you're right, but why?
Because whatever we do, as you mentioned, we need to keep Krishna as a central, and that's the way we can satisfy the senses of Krishna, Govinda.
Yes, because Govinda means the master of senses, Rishikesh. His other name is Rishikesh. So actually, the master of our senses, even these senses they are governed by different devtas. And then on top of devtas, Krishna, Govinda, Rishikesh. So unless we satisfy, so either we keep on satisfying our small desires, lifelong or life after life, which will never be satisfied, or we water the root of the plant, the root of the tree, and it will satisfy the whole tree. So who's the root of the tree? Govinda. If we satisfy Govinda, then our desires all desires will satisfy. Krishna guarantees he will give us everything. Now, if our tendency is to hoard, greed, to become famous in the town or in the world, then that's a different case. Krishna might give that also. Because if that's our desire, Krishna might create situation for us where we can probably get that also. But that will not give us complete satisfaction. Because that will not satisfy Krishna. That is our satisfaction. We are trying to satisfy our ego, our senses. So you are right, Prabhu. When we satisfy the senses of Govinda, then all our desires can be satisfied forever. Thank you, Prabhu. So that's why Srila Prabhupada says, when one tries to satisfy the senses of Govinda without desiring to satisfy one's own senses, then by the grace of Govinda, all desires of the living entity are satisfied. So we should also check ourselves when we are performing bhakti, devotion. Am I doing something for my satisfaction or to fulfill some desire that I have in my heart? Or am I doing it for the satisfaction of Krishna and my Guru or Acharyas? So that is important check. So Jhulan Yatra ki jai. And this is Bake Bihari temple, Shri Shri Bake Bihari in Vrindavan. And very special full banglas are, flower and decorations are done, full banglas are done. And it is, somebody told me they have a very, very old, pure gold swing that they take out only on this day, only once in this day from Haryali Tej till Purnima. It weighs 84 kilogram pure gold. So Bake Bihari is so opulent in Braj. He swings on that special swing in these days, these 13-15 days. So in Braj it is this is celebrated. Jhulan Yatra is from Haryali Tej till Purnima, until the day of Raksha Bandhan. And in Gaudiya traditions, in our Gaudiya Madhava tradition, it will be from Ekadashi. So next Ekadashi, which will come till Purnima, 5 days. So in ISKCON, you will see both the versions, from Haryali Tej to Purnima and from Ekadashi to Purnima also. The idea is to serve Radha Krishna and to one special prayer we can do actually, when we are swinging. When we are swinging Radha Krishna, we can pray, "O Shri Shri Radha Krishna, you are swinging on this swing and experiencing divine pleasure. But please uplift us from the swing of this material world." This is the spiritual significance. That just like you are going up and down and, rising high, please uplift us also from this material world. Why? Because we are swinging from one form of another life, one form of life to another form of life. In 8,048,400,000 species. So please save us from this material existence. That's the prayer we should do, Radha Krishna, when we are swinging. So again, it's not an entertainment thing. There is a spiritual significance also. We are serving Radha Krishna, we are serving the Sakhis of Radha Krishna, but at the same time, we are offering our prayers to them. And please lift us also from this material existence. So with that, I will conclude today. Thank you so much for joining. Anyone has any questions, any comments, any additions, corrections, please, you can unmute yourself and we can discuss. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any points you might have liked or not liked? Any takeaways? Or does any Hare Krishna?
Thank you, Prabhu, for sharing the Haryali Tej and the importance of the Jhulan Yatra.
Sure, Mataji, Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Devendra ji. Good night.
Thank you, Auntie. Hare Krishna. Good night.
Hare
Srila
Krishna.
Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you everyone for joining. And
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji, for all the graphics. They were
Hari
really,
bol, Hari
they were
bol. All glories to devotees. We just copy.
yeah, that swinging where they're moving also.
Yeah,
That is,
I like that.
that is
I had
so,
to work out to make it in the PowerPoint, but it worked out.
yeah, this is so beautiful. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.